If you are anything like me or just thinking, wait a second, the dog's trying to train us? Hey, you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are FAFO adjacent, so very excited about that and the opportunity to just laugh and have a good time at the end of the week, which might be the call for the other show as well. Hopefully we can do that kind of thing and just kind of decompress for the entire week at the end of the week. Maybe we'll do it that way. Oswald is here with me today. Hello, Ozzy. It's good to see you, pal. Glad you. Oh, you're already done with your treat and you're back in here. Okay. So welcome to the studio, Ozzy, and welcome all of you to the studio. Thank you so much for hanging out. Now, I do want to talk about Ozzy because Ozzy is a puppy. For those of you who don't know, Ozzy is 52% Australian cattle dog, and he is what's up, Greg? I know you're busy, pal. Ozzy, our puppy, is 52% Australian cattle dog and 48% mutt. I mean everything. Name it. Terrier, Chihuahua. There's just everything in the second half of this dog. So it's one of the reasons why he's so small is that the Chihuahua is 9% in that Chihuahua. And so right now he is a super hyper energetic little dog. He's a puppy. He gets run every single day, multiple times a day. And that still doesn't knock the energy out of him. So started looking into some types of training. Obviously, I use Coach Tony at Desert Creek Sportsman's Club. Coach Tony is the very best when you're training hunting dogs. So he is not a hunting dog that we know of yet. He might be able. He loves birds. He does love some quail. But we've been looking into training for the dog. So basically, mostly it's been online, figuring this thing out. This is the first non-sporting dog that I've had. I've not had a non-sporting dog before. So I've had labs and German short hairs, and that's it. A boxer lab was the furthest departure out of the sporting world. But I'm telling you, there's two different categories of dogs when it comes to training a dog: a dumb dog and an intelligent dog. Now, if you have a lab, I'm going to have you kind of plug your ears here because I had labs before, and they are not the highest intelligence of breed. Neither is your host, apparently. It says highest of intelligence. Let me grab some coffee. Hang tight. Labs are not so bright. Labs are the easiest dogs to train, bar none, easiest dogs to train. And non-intelligent dogs are super, super easy to train. Smart dogs are wildly difficult to train. So let me fill you in. Let me clue you in on this. Labs are super sweet. That is correct. But labs, and I'm just throwing labs in as kind of the the face of the non-intelligent dogs. They're sweet, they're lovable, they're adoring, they're kind, they're wonderful, they're eager to please. They're good dogs. They're the goodest doggo. I love labs. They're easy to train because go do this, get reward. That's it. Waiting for instruction, go get this, get reward. And so that's what makes them such great, the retrievers, obviously, but that's what makes them great duck dogs. They see a duck go down, they go and get the duck, they swim it right back to you. They get to swim, which they love to do. They get to swim, bring it right back to you, and that's it. And then sit here and be dumb. That's your job. Sit here and be adorable. Sit here and get loved on. Sit here and get treats. Sit here and get anything you want. But you know you have one job. When I say go get something, you bring it back. As long as that dog has that to do, dog's good. Dog is good. Dumb dogs are easy to train. I want to stop right there. When we're talking about sporting dogs or working dogs. If your dog does not have a job that happens every single day, it could be going to the mailbox with you. Doesn't matter. If that dog does not have a job, that dog will eat your couch. That dog will tear up things. That dog will pee in the house. That dog will act out, and it won't know why. It won't know why it's acting like a complete fool, but it's its being is off. The cells in his body just don't have that firing that it is bred to do. That means have a job or do some sort of sporting activity. Okay. See where we have Aussie here. Aussie is not a sporting breed. Aussie is a working breed. So if Aussie does not have a job every single day, and it doesn't, okay, sorry, you want to add something here? If Aussie doesn't have a job every single day, that's when he starts to act out. So that is a key component. Now, let me get to the smart versus dumb. Dumb, easy to train, easy to please. It's not a big deal. Smart dogs are trying to train you. So there is this battle that is that goes on all the time. I'm trying to train the dog. The intelligent dog is trying to train me to get what it wants all the time. It's trying to train me to see what it can get away with. And you know, to an extent, that seems like all dogs, but no, intelligent dogs, especially hunting dogs and sporting dogs, they will see what they can get away with. They will test you to see what the consequences are for something that they're doing. If they ignore a command, is there a consequence? What command do I hear that I know that if I do ignore, there's a consequence? They're constantly trying to figure things out. Like we used to call the German short hairs that I had, we call them velociraptors. You know, they're a lot like Jurassic Park, right? They learned how to open doors. All of my dogs have learned how to open doors. One of them learned how to open the door forward and back. That was scary. Good. Boba was a good dog. Lost Boba. But now consequences become the only way to train that dog. Treats are not going to train that dog. Treats are not going to train. Now I'm talking about constantly like beating the dog. I mean, there has to be some sort of repercussions for not obeying your command, or they feel they're in charge. And let's talk about that as a side note. Pack animals, like dogs, pack animals don't want to be the alpha. They do not want to be the boss. You don't see examples of, you don't see in packs the males fighting each other for dominance. There's one dominant male. And when that dominant male, when the pack believes that there is no dominant male in the pack, one of the males will step up. We'll say, okay, it's reluctant to say, okay, I'm the boss, Applesauce. I'm running the joint. They don't want to. They just want to be a part of the pack and part of the crew. They don't want to run it. So where your dog does not see a clear-cut leader that is a loving disciplinarian, a servant leader, so to speak, you know, go biblical on you, they will turn into the alpha of your pack, which is your household. And intelligent dogs, especially, they will battle to find every single hole they can to test you if you're the boss, Applesauce. And let's get into those disciplinarian techniques. I have two. That's it. Vibrating and tone collars, I have full-blown hunting shock collars, and that was because of Django. Django spoke one language, and that was electricity. Sorry. Let me give you the example of Django. I'll give you the example a little bit. But there's the two types of disciplines. There is the corrective collars, and people call them shock collars, but not all of them shock. Some emit a very high-pitched tone, the frequency that really they don't like. It's very discomforting to them. That is the corrective collar. Or if you choose not to, the rest is on you to discipline them in a non-beating way. So first, it is, I'll use Ozzy as an example. Ozzy brings the ball to you and then won't let off that ball. He'll stare at that ball and then he'll pounce on it to push it towards you like, hey, I just put a ball by you, dude. You need to do, you come on. You know what you're supposed to do now. I simply take the ball and I move it beside me to the other side of me. And then he'll do it again. Then I'll move it beside me. It's not time to play. I'm the boss, dude. It's not time to play. I'm not going to throw this to get you out of here. I'm going to move it to the side because I don't want you to know that when you say it's time to play, it's time to play. As a matter of fact, when Ozzy's at my house, after dinner, all balls are put away because he's obsessed. They're just put away. So he can't do that kind of thing. See, that's where you're establishing the leadership role. And dinner, by the way, you always eat first. Alphas always eat first. I would highly recommend, if you want to be in charge of your dog, I would tell you to eat first, then feed your dog. I'm just eat first. They eat first. In all pack scenarios, alpha eats first, and then the rest get to eat. Okay, that's just it's a non-verbal, non-anything. Pinning is my favorite. I know Queen Bee doesn't like this one, but pinning has always worked, and this was taught to me when I had a lab. Thank you very much, boxer lab. So there was some feist in him, and some intelligence. And so the vet said, when he gets completely out of control, what I want you to do is I want you to pin him on the ground, not aggressively. I want you to hold him down. Just hold him down. And then when he goes, let him up. He's fine. You're the boss. He's doing something that needs to get corrected. He gets held. He can't move. I don't know if you know this, but dogs do not like to be held. Dogs hate being held. They hate not being able to move. So so to pin them down and gently. It's not, you're not, you son of a, none of that. Just to hold them down gently. And then when they, stop squirming, then go let them up. Works out every time. Ozzy has been having a hard time with the girls retrieving the ball and bringing it back. He doesn't. He tests them constantly. He's like, what? Come get the ball. I know if I leave it here, you're going to come get it. Ozzy does not do that with me. Because when I say, here, he gets to me. He brings that ball to me. So his ears are going like this right now. He's like, does that dude keep saying ball? So he brings it to me. I know, you're getting excited. He brings it. He brings it to me. And if he doesn't, calmly approach him, hold him down. I say, here. And then that problem is solved. So understand this, especially in our hunting world, because dogs are such a big thing. Understand that there is a dumb dog and a smart dog approach. Dumb dogs are easy to train, easy breezy. Smart dog, they're trying to train you. They're trying to train you. They'll always test you to see what they can get away with. When they realize they can't get away with it without consequences, that problem's fixed pretty darn quickly. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? You guys? You guys are fantastic. I love having you guys here. Let's see here. Huskies, I've heard, are the most difficult to train. I wouldn't even have a husky. My Lord, what I'm wearing right now, this hoodie, was covered in Aussie hair today because I was just snuggling. I just went over to Queen Bee's to grab him, and I was just snuggling with him on the bed in just hair everywhere. I wouldn't have a husky just because of the hair. Oh my gosh. But the problem is every not hairless dog, every dog that you don't have to worry about it, he's bringing his duck in. That's his baby. He's very excited about his duck. Every dog that doesn't shed, doesn't have the dander, are those damn doodles. Everything's a doodle mixed with a doodle. Are you seriously going to squeak that thing in here, bro? We're going to have issues. We're going to have words. I'll show you how I train him real quick. Now you guys go, okay, Mike, put your money where your mouth is. Let's see it. He's going to squeak that thing. Huskies, let's see. Malamute look like athletes of dogs. Oh, my gosh. But there's so many. I mean, dogs are just so athletic. I mean, look at Ozzy. He's out there running around wrestling with dogs 3 times his size and getting rolled over and just gets up and starts sprinting again. They're just built different, man. Dogs are just built so perfectly. Oh, it's so fun to watch. Lab Shepherd mix. All right, let's see what we got here. Lab Shepherd mix. Next on deck for us. I want to get our daughter a bigger pup to play. Hired security for her. Yes. And a little brother over the next decade or so. Sure, for sure, man. And the training's right. There's actually tactical and the security training for those dogs as well. They aren't like military. You don't have to just speak to the thing in German. I always love that. Oh, it's German Shepherds. You got to, ich man, no, none of that. No. I'm kidding. That's a whole different show. I kid. Buttercup is odd. Okay. She's working like a German Shepherd. I'm checking out. Working like a German Shepherd and lazy American Mastiff. She's smart and stubborn. Okay, but that's the stubborn part. The stubborn part isn't a sign of intelligence. They're just testing you. They're just testing you. And once they realize that test is failed on their part and passed on your part, that stubbornness then tends to go away. Really, really does. Yeah, exactly. Greg. Smart dogs are like our kids. They push us to our limits. They for sure do. What's up, Lynn? Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're talking about dogs today, so I thought that could help out. I'm not getting into Oscar on that one, buddy. Yes. There's streets and barks, anything. Yeah. Oscar, wait, what? Yeah, I gotta find out what you're talking about there, Brendan. I don't know. I'm sorry. I should put my glasses on probably. Garo, what's up, man? Malinois. And yes, that works. Oh yeah. The pinning, I think you're talking about there, Guillermo. Hell yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's wild. In Champ was 105 pounds just of pure muscle. So I had to lay on him. I just lay on it. It was loving. I just lay on him. I'd be, buddy, you're squirming. That's cool. I think that's fun. I mean, I'm not barking at him or anything like that. I just laying on him. And then I'd feel him go. Then he's good. There you go. I'm the boss, applesauce. So we're clear. Pomeranian. Dude. Those little, this is what we call them, Pomeranians, little pom-poms. What they are. Yeah, Pomeranians are funny. My friend who's a very big outdoors woman, she's got a Pomeranian. And Trigger, I think, is the dog's name. Sometimes when Buttercup has ears for decoration, I'm telling you. But again, Buttercup here, name in here. Once that doesn't sound, then there's a disciplinary action. It is grab by the scruff. That's my favorite part to grab because that's how their mommy and daddy carries them. No, it doesn't hurt them. I've literally carried Ozzy across the street by the scruff, and he just went like this. His paws were like this, and his ears were pinned back, and he was just looking at me like, uh-oh, boy, did I screw up. And he did. No darting out across the street, buddy. That's a bad dog. So, but you still look good. So they, but by the scruff. So now grab by the scruff. They are pulled to where, I don't care if they're doing the whole, they're pulled to where they're supposed to go. And again, the name, Buttercup, here. And they'll know now. Yeah. When I hear that command, I better get up or I'm going to get dragged over there. Queen Bee's like, oh no. I'm like, they're fine. Because that's how mom and dad dog do it. Mom and dad dog come right at them. Mom and dad dog don't play. Oh, yeah. Oh, mom's on. Hi. If you're on Instagram, you can call me Claude. That's mom. Hi, mom. And it's good to have you here, mom, because we had the labs that we had, Bandit and Panda. Oh, from what I understand, I was a kid. I was too young to remember most of this stuff. But what I remember as a kid, man, they were just holy terrors out in the back. Yeah. Don't get me started on that Cocker Spaniel dad had. Calvin. Ay. She's 100 pounds. It's all good, Rhonda. I'm telling you, you just get a low center of gravity and just give Buttercup like that. Buttercup weighs 100 pounds. Okay. Yeah, you can. You can do, I promise you can do Buttercup like that. In 1 or 2 times, last time you're going to have to do Buttercup like that. Or you'll pull a muscle on this last time you do Buttercup like that. So either way. Either way. Before we zip out of here, let's get to the SHOT Show. This is a very, very big thing that happens in Las Vegas every single year. January in Las Vegas is bustling right now because of the world's largest outdoor and firearm show called the SHOT Show. It's wild. Like I have to put in now. I have to put in. Hold on, real quick, Jim. I'm sorry. Huskies are insane. Malamutes are stubborn. Yeah, mine is just a husky. Oh, geez, complete doofus. Yeah, but it's the goodest doofus. Who's the goodest doofus? SHOT Show's crazy right now going on this way because they have the SHOT Show's going on. And what I believe a friend told me, I haven't heard of this before, but apparently AVN. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's going on. Apparently that's the Oscars for the adult film industry. Not that I would know anything about it. I'm just saying, a buddy of mine told me. Always happens same time as the SHOT Show. You know, when there's, thousands of business owners from around the nation that are coming to Vegas and, like to party in Vegas, that they have that lining up at the same time. Anyway, so I'm seeing it now. It's all I'm seeing. And all I'm seeing is SHOT Show this, SHOT Show this, the best of SHOT Show, the best of SHOT Show, the best of SHOT Show. I mean, people like Jason are there. Jason from Canyon Coolers has Canyon Coolers. It's good because give them a national footprint. He's dealing with retailers, working some deals, and that's good stuff. But what I'm getting sick of, and I do every single year, is, the best new shotguns. The best new, what sent me over the edge was I saw it yesterday. The best new over-under shotguns from SHOT Show. Huh? It's like saying the best revolvers from SHOT Show. Y'all, they're not reinventing the wheel. I mean, if there is a new wild advancement of a over-under, that's what the headline should be. The new advancement in over-under tech hit SHOT Show. But I don't want to go through. It's the same. A over-under is an over-under is an over-under. A revolver is a revolver is a revolver. Period. This is what, every time I see the SHOT Show, this is what I get to. I get to, buy quality, buy simplistic, and never have to buy again. I love bolt action rifles. Bolt action rifles to me are the best. There's not a lot that can go wrong with a bolt action rifle. Not a lot. Not a lot can go wrong with a revolver. They last forever. Not a lot can go wrong with an over-under. They last forever. Now, if you say the new tech in semi-auto shotguns, okay. The new anti-jamming tech of semi-auto shotguns, I'm down. Yeah. Did I see the triple barrel? Jim, it's funny that you asked that. No, sir. So I love this. Did you see the triple barrel from Europe? Pull click 3 times. Insane. I want to see it, but can I tell you a weird visual that I'm having right now? Y'all remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Total Recall? You're coming with me. Brendan's here. He'll know. Whew. I think of anything that has 2 that has 3 on it now. I don't know if I'm a fan. I'm gonna have to look at that. It's gonna look really weird to me because I'm gonna keep thinking of the woman that had 3 breasts on Total Recall. What? It was during my formative years. Okay, it was amazing. A young lad looking at, yeah, exactly. Might be why. Thanks, Brendan. It might be why I have. It might be why I remember the AVNs are same. I haven't seen Total Recall in a hot minute. It doesn't seem to me like it would hold up. It doesn't seem like it is. It has withstood the test of time. But I treat the SHOT Show, which I want to be at, and again, I have to put in right now to get to to even be a part of next year's show. It is the biggest firearm show there is, and outdoor world accessories, hunting, and all that stuff like that. It's a huge show. That and SCI are the 2 big ones. SCI Dallas mostly. Anyway, so the so when I see these articles coming out, and it's always the headline about the best of the SHOT Show, I always shake my head, and I realize, okay, if I want to have another firearm, I'm just going to go get another firearm, and it most likely is going to be another over-under or another revolver or another bolt-action rifle. I have 2 semi-auto shotguns, and I'm not a fan of either of them. I'd always pull out my Browning Satori over-under. Because I know that when I'm going to the range, when I'm going to the Clay Target Center, that thing ain't going to gum up. I have very high-end, not very high-end, but high-end-ish shotguns. I have the A400s. Those are fantastic. No, Greg. No, Greg. I don't want you. No, not on this show. Absolutely not. No, we don't subscribe to such. No. 3 breasts are too much. No, sorry. Said no man ever. Said Greg, the first one to ever say that. I could tell you a very inappropriate joke right now. Yeah. No, not going to. Anyway, people look like. Oh, gee, see, I like you guys. Okay, so let me know if Total Recall holds up. Let me know if they hold up. Pretty sure Elon Musk is overwatch them. Oh my gosh. There's no sci-fi movie Elon Musk has not overwatched, and because he has overwatched them, we're probably going to get to Mars. So don't worry, we're going to talk about that stuff. If Elon wants to get into like outdoor tech and conservation, God, I would love to pick his brain about that. If he just wanted to study it for a couple of weeks and just sit down and have a talk, because I think he's that guy is the most intelligent dude we have. It's like for real. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this done. In other news, coming up in about 30 minutes, got a good show ready to go, including Elon with the AI and all the new tech and things like that. So let's talk about it. Let's see if we should be freaking out about it. We're going to talk about it on Ion coming up next. But I appreciate you guys being here with me. And by the way, those that have volunteered, Grizz and Rhonda, Queen Bee has the day off, so tomorrow you'll get some information on that. All right, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow at 11. FAFO Friday. Heck yeah, right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor